is something that I changed over and over again. When you read the poem, it looks like just simple words there, but I guarantee you, I worked on that thing. I felt like an architect drawing that poem. And the original version of the poem said, "Take the treasure chest, but leave my bones and go in peace," or something like that. But then I got well and I ruined that story. But I believe very strongly in that. When I was a kid, I started making rules. When something significant would happen to me, I'd make a rule. And always my first rule, when I sold my gallery, I had 109 rules. Number one on the list was this: it doesn't matter who you are. It only matters who they think you are. All religions today have fetishes. They don't call them that, but that's what they are. And it's important that we believe.
And my academic work was in shamanism. So if you're in the Amazon and the sorcerer, the medicine man, comes around, plays his rattle and chants, and then pulls a feather out of your ear saying the enemy sorcerer put it there, and then you are well, does it matter whether it is objectively true or not if you are well? That's the goal.
It doesn't matter what it is. It only matters what you think it is.
Yeah.
And what it can do for you and what you can offer with it. Very important. I believe in karma and some of those things. I'm not a religious person, but I'm probably the most spiritual person around. That's the way I define it. I hate to get on my soapbox with people, but... And he said, "Well, you have so many of those things." He said, "You can't take it with you." I said, "Well, then I'm not going." and we laughed and changed the subject. But that night I started thinking about that. Who says I can't take it with me? Why do I have to live by everybody else's rules? If I'm going to die of cancer, I'm going to take some stuff with me. And I made up my mind. Who says I can't influence the future? Who says I can't take it with me? I don't believe in those things. Which is best? Laying on the ground on a treasure chest, your bones rotting in the sun, or laying in a hospital room with tubes down your throat and your nose and machines everywhere, people running out watching you all the time? Which would you rather have?
Take the desert.
That's my philosophy. But anyway, I'll admit I'm a maverick in that area.
He said that you put a lot of people on.
The sorcerer, the medicine man, comes around, plays his rattle and chants, and then pulls a feather out of your ear saying the enemy sorcerer put it there, and then you are well, does it matter whether it is objectively true or not if you are well? That's the goal.
It doesn't matter what it is. It only matters what you think it is.
Yeah.
And what it can do for you and what you can offer with it. Very important. People, your listeners will say, well, some of them will say, well, you know, I don't have anything to leave behind, but they do. They need to write their memoirs. Mm-hmm. Even if they write it out in pencil and paper, send it to the Library of Congress, date it and sign your name, and put everything you know about yourself in that, because 100 or 500 years from now, that's going to be an important document.
Yeah, well, look at, you know, the stuff from medieval times, what they had for breakfast.
That's right, and we all have so much to offer.
You say, can you repeat your what you've chosen to be your epitaph? I wish I could have lived to do the things I was
attributed to.